I don't... Let's take some of your ads out of here. Wrong way. I will, once I get him in there. I just gotta remember the pathing. I always have trouble with it. I think I should have had him turn the other way there. That's fine. Woo! Whoa! Hey, go away, please. Because the thing is that I always run around like an idiot, so I think... Yeah, accidental gesture, great. Alright. He's not in there yet. Oh! Whoa! I didn't realize I had him in the right spot. Damn it. Ah, see, I should have rolled, and I got caught on the wall on top of it. You can make it in there very easily, but I got... This part's annoying because now I can get immediately call beyond upon landing. Somewhere in here. I thought he was under this. I just want to make sure, because I don't want to land and... Yeah, there he is. He's in the middle. Shut your face, dude. Are you talking still? If he would have moved, you saw him. You saw that. He was charging up, call beyond. If I would have missed that plunge and that smack that knocked him out of it, he would have hit me with it. Because there's times where I have gone for the plunge and missed and immediately land right into call beyond. That's why I hate when I miss the gates. Because you can immediately just run right into the gate if you time you'd roll and rush right through. And it's the same fight, it's just you don't gotta go through the drop now. I probably easily could have still wrecked him without the beast blood pellet, but that actually did a lot more damage on him, so fuck that. Oops. Oops! Oops, I failed. Yeah. I don't really have a thing for failing. It's sorry. I swore by accident. It's something I do subconsciously, yeah, it's part of my subconscious. Subconsciously, not unconsciously. I unconsciously swear. I know there is I think the gate from his boss room leads from the other side? I don't think I can access it from this side. I don't even remember where that is. I believe I get it from the other end, though. I don't really have a thing for when I swear by accident. I really should have something for that. Maybe I poop my pants instead of going to the bathroom. That's my fail. I have to literally poop my pants. No. If I drank, I would sit there and say, drink some liquor. Take a shot of some liquor or something, but I don't drink. Where'd everybody go? I love that Supply literally redeemed that and then just leaves. He needs to stay more, man. He's a mod, for Christ's sake. Well, F it. I don't care if I swear now. I also should make it a note that for people who want to request games too, they need to be part of it more than once in a great while. Because I know he requested me to play Borderlands 2, and he barely was there for the first game, nor most of the second that I played of it. So I know I've streamed a handful of game requests, and most of the people are there for it. There's one guy who requested me to play God of War, and I think he just gave up with waiting for me to even play those games. But, like, that's fine. A handful of those guys are long gone. But Supply really shouldn't request games if he doesn't plan on being part of it. Just saying. Right. The Murgo shortcut. Time to go fight us a wet boob. First things first, though. Let's not die in the process of going down here, so I'm gonna just get the elevator first. You like my crow feathers? Murgo's wet boob. My requests are kind of closed at the moment. Only because I was swamped. I don't know if I've shown you my list. But that's my list. I'm sure I have at one point, but that's the remaining list. And I've already started Borderlands 2. Half-Life 2 needs to start. FNAF 4 has started. That's right, you did, because you were there for Super Ninja Boy. I did. That was just a while ago. But either way, I still have a handful of games that I need to get through. So once I open them up again, I definitely can let you request things. That's right, I did. You were there for Ninja Boy. You were there through most of God of War as well. I forgot about that. Well, not that I forgot that you were there. I just forgot that I shown you. But yeah, that's the remainder of my list. I plan on beating through Ninja Boy, and I'll probably be doing most of Borderlands, probably that and that last, close to it, because it's a longer game. I do want to play a bit more of it. I did start it already. I just was getting kind of bored of it. I do want to do some of the shorter games first. So God of War is going to also be... No! That's why I didn't do it. I did it too soon. Oops. I did it too soon. I never remember the timing for that window. Eeps. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was on. Yeah. So I plan on doing... That's right, you were also there for Binding of Isaac as well. So I think once I'm done with Sekiro, I'm returning to these to finish them off. Finally. It's been like, I think a year since this list was introduced and actually started popping off. It's probably been a little over a year. Probably longer than that. Because I definitely took my sweet time with Final Fantasy and other games that I want to play. And still was doing Souls as well on top of it. So, like, this is probably, like, my third or fourth, like, maybe second or third stream of Dark Souls that I've done total. And, like, I want to get through FNAF 4, which I need to practice on my own time just so I can get better with the AI. Because I'm not the best with jump scares. While the rest of the FNAF games aren't that bad, it's the sudden, immediate that, like, it's not that it scares me, it's just it startles me, and I don't like that. And it's just, it breaks my composure, and it's just annoying, and it makes my heart race. And I just don't like getting startled like that. Like, I'm very easily startled. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm scared, nonetheless. Because, like, I have had friends where I walk around the corner and they be there and they jump at me, and it's just like, okay, asshole, Jesus. But FNAF 4 I will work on. God of War, I probably will play the next God of War. Starting that, moving me up to Dad of Boy. Super Ninja Boys will probably continue alongside of that. Half-Life 2. I'm only playing the first 2 Half-Lives. I've already beaten Half-Life 1. Because my buddy Zero, the guy that subbed to me just now, he told me he only wants me to play the first 2. Otherwise, I would play all of them. And I really don't really care for Half-Life. Never really did. And that was my first time playing Half-Life. But I just, after watching a ton of it and never playing it myself until now, until recently, yeah, it's not a game I enjoy. Like, it was cool. I liked it a little bit. But I'm not much of a shooter guy. And the platforming is what kills it for me. With the shooting platforms. So that after those are done, we'll probably be in the midst of God of War somewhere, and then we'll finish off FNAF 4, and then we'll start Borderlands 2 and finish that off. It's gonna be a while yet, but after all that's done, though, I'm going on to freaking Final Fantasy X. Because I've beaten the first 9 games, and I've been wanting to play 10 for a while. And Final Fantasy X and X-2 are gonna take a while. Because I want to do everything in that. I haven't. I mean, I grew up with watching my brother play the original Half-Life back on PS2, but I've never played it myself until not recently. And I've seen Orange Box. I've seen my friends play Orange Box, but I've never actually touched them myself. Because it just growing up watching it, I remember the final boss in the first game. I remember my brother fighting it, the giant like baby thing. I even mentioned this in the stream that I did of it, and it's just like, I just don't care for the game. Even watching it just didn't seem to intrigue me. Yes, it was. PS2 and Xbox and PC, and probably later consoles. But it was originally PS2. Blah! Fucking Yum Yum Brain! Stop that! Thing was like playing Ring Around the Rosie with me. Going through my vials because I don't want to die right now. Going to anyway because I'm gonna run out. Oh, that's just all one circle. Alright, I was hoping there'd be items. I want to get the items before I end up dying. Ow! Oh boy, don't die, please. Don't fucking die, please. After I finish off my game requests that I just shown off, and I'm immediately going to be playing 10 and 10-2. Well, I'm going to be playing 10 and then beat 10, and then I will play 10-2 after I beat 10, but that's not going to be for a little bit yet. I don't want to make any promises, but I have already beaten the first 9 Final Fantasy games, and if you're big into Final Fantasy and you haven't checked out those on my YouTube, feel free to go do so. Because I love Final Fantasy a lot. Fuck you and your yum-yums! Enough of your yum-yums. Can I survive this fall? Ah, no! More yum-yums! I forgot about the yum-yums here. God dang it, I'm gonna die. I had a sedative. I have sedatives too, but it don't matter. Yeah, I gotta go back down there now. This place sucks. This place really fucking sucks. At least the brain's down. The brain is down. Now I just gotta fucking get back there so I can so I can get those items that are there. Which kind of really annoys me. This area annoys me. Like, I know I'm not... I keep forgetting my death now. What is that? I don't even remember anymore. I'm just gonna say 50 times. You've never seen a Final Fantasy, so it would be new. Ah, well, neat. You just seemed excited for 10. The way you worded it, or the way I expect it to come out of your mouth. Well, if you're not really much into turn-based combat or even action-timed combat games, because a lot of Final Fantasy is a mixture between turn-based and some of them are action-timed, which it's still turn-based, just not in the way of like you attack, they attack, you attack. Action-time combat's like you can sit there and literally. It's still turn-based in a way that way they attack, you attack, but if you literally just sit there, your enemies can still attack you while you're just sitting there. So you do have to remember to either win the fight or pause the game. And Final Fantasy X does go back to the old traditional turn-based, while 10-2 is timed action timed. Kind of like how Final Fantasy IV started this, the whole ATB or action timed battle. 5, I think 6 is turn-based. 7 is action timed. 8's action timed. 9, I believe, is turn-based. I'm gonna die again. Yep. Plop! Damn it! Ah. I thought I could make it through without that thing popping off, but no. I couldn't because I'm out of vials. Well, I'll try. I'll do my best. I've only played through the first 6 games for the first time recently. 7 and 8. I've never played 8 as well. 7 and 9 I've played all the way through except for beating the final boss until my streams of it. So aside from the final boss, the rest of the games weren't blind. 10 and 10-2 I both beaten completely. And then it'll resume. Blindness will resume with Final Fantasy 12 and the rest of 13 and 15. Because I've played a bit of 13, but I've never fully beaten it. I've never made it nowhere near midway through the game, nor towards where all the super bosses are. 12 I've played like maybe an hour of, and that's it. And 11 and 14 are MMOs. I plan to dabble some into 11. I don't know how much. I don't know if I want to pay too much for another MMO because I've already. I mean, I may dabble into 14, but I gotta maybe cancel 11. I also had a World of Warcraft subscription too, so I may cancel those when I'm done with it. But I do plan on dabbling a bit into the Final Fantasy 11, yes, which is still going. Final Fantasy 11 came out sometime after Final Fantasy X-2, back on PS2, and its server is alive on PC. Old ass game, man. Hell, my PS2 still has the whole. You switch between characters, or is. Oops. You don't really switch between characters in Final Fantasy. You have a team. Like some RPGs, you have a team of like maybe 3 characters that you can use. In all the other games, you usually have a team of like 3 or 4 people that you just control in battle. But the main protagonist is the one that you move around on the overworld with. You do control them in terms of battling and choosing your attacks, but walking around with, not so much. Alright, I guess I gotta return to the dream then. I'm too lazy. I don't know why I went down. There it is. So unlike games like Pokemon where you're literally controlling like 800 different monsters, even though you're technically the trainer giving the commands, you're technically in control of one of 800 something monsters and stuff like that. With Final Fantasy, though, you do fight with other your teammates, but you literally just walk around with one guy, and that's it. I know some RPGs do give you the option to literally change what character you can walk around as in the overworld. I think an Inuyasha RPG for the DS, I believe, gives you the option. Yeah, it does. Gives you the option to change which character you want to actually control in terms of walking around with. Other than that, it's just a simple another RPG. And I love Inuyasha. Dragon Ball Fusions for the 3DS. It's kind of like Pokemon meets Dragon Ball. So you basically go around just capturing or recruiting different fighters, including the main cast. And you can make your own custom team of 5. And you can literally control... You have a character that you go around with in the world, the main character that you play as. But in fights, you can have a team of custom 5 people from the Dragon Ball world. On top of a bunch of fillers. Reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles. I've never played any of the Xenoblade games at all. Is that... an action RPG, or is it turn-based? I thought Xenoblade was one of those action RPGs, kind of like how Kingdom Hearts is, or how this is, kind of, but not like Dark Souls, but like Kingdom Hearts, or is it like the Tales of series? It's more action RPG. Okay. What I'm trying to get at, Tales of. It's a long list of franchise. It's a long franchise. Tales of is one of those games, kind of like Final Fantasy, where every iteration is a different game entirely. It doesn't connect in more ways than one. So it has an action RPG battle style where you'll run into monsters in the overworld, but then it'll initiate you into a battlefield instead of fighting them right there and then. Kind of like how Kingdom Hearts is. You run into an opponent and it brings you into a battlefield, but it's an action timed game, or it's action combat, because you can move around in combat and fight like how Kingdom Hearts is. Except Kingdom Hearts, you don't run into a enemy and you initiate like a little battle. Or is Xenoblade Chronicles just literally just you see the enemy on the overworld and you fight them? Because that's cool. I like games like that though. Okay. I've only played Zilla and Zilla 2, but I have Vesperia, Zestiria, and a handful of others for PS2 and ranging from PS2 onward. So I have a handful of Tales of games, and I plan on playing them in the near future, but I've only played Zilla and Zilla 2, and that was my introduction. And I loved Zilla, and I thought it was a fun game. Alright. God damn, man, they really ran me through my vials like mad. Well, good thing I am near... Oh my god. Good thing I'm near a grind spot. How's my weapon, by the way? Oh, you're back at full. Mirgo's love to metal. Let's go back to the Yum Yum brain so I can get whatever the fuck's down there. I think there's like a... Is there a hunter tool down here? I know there's something important down here. And then I guess it's grind pigs for a little while, because I do want to get some of my stats up. Get my stuff to 50. And then get me some stuff so I can prepare myself for Chalice. Final Fantasy X. Yuna. Yuna and Riku are my favorites. They're my favorites in 10-2 as well. They're not particularly the greatest characters in the game, but Yuna is a Yuna's a white mage who, and a summoner, who can be OP if you make her. Riku's a thief. Again, she's not particularly the greatest, but Final Fantasy X has a thing where if you level up the sphere grid, which is, it's not a traditional, you level up by gaining traditional experience. Every time you gain like a level in 10, you get a sphere grid point or whatever, and you basically put stuff onto a gigantic skill tree. And that's how your characters grow stats and learn abilities. So the problem with that is you can literally make any character anything. So your black mage can become as OP as your fighters, your melee classes, if you want them to be. Because at the end of the game, once you're maxing everything out, everyone just becomes everything, and your black mage and white mages can do 99,999 damage with their melee. Or they have an ability. Your black mages also have an ability called double cast. They can do 2 casts of any magic spell and do 99k. Making them the most OP. Black mages are still very good. But, eh. And that's what I'm going to be doing once I get to 10. I'm going to be maxing out the sphere grid. I'm going to be fighting a really tough optional boss that I actually have never fought. Well, I fought it once on stream, but I wasn't really trying to beat it. And I failed miserably against it, because I've never fought it before. And my characters do have near max stats, which is 255 for every stat. Near, not completely. They do have max sphere grid, I believe, just not everything's maxed at 255. I did a lot of farming. Like I said, I have 700 hours on that game getting everything done. And I still haven't fully, because I kind of got bored of doing it. It's a lot of patience and a lot of time-consuming bullshit. You'll see. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think that's the only thing down here. Ow! There was another room in there, but I guess not. Thought there was another room in here. I guess there isn't. Well, I am out of here then. Is that items? Those items I missed? They are. Holy crap. Oh, there is another room. Yeah, that's right. This leads to the Blood Rock. That's right. I dropped down. Bleh. Yeah, I know. Bzz, 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 ah. That's right. The Blood Rock. I forgot about that. I dropped down. I thought I was still... I forgot that I dropped down for a second. And I believe this is where Mikolash's boss room originally leads to. And this is where that key comes into handy. So this is Mikolash's boss room. But that's alright. Eh, it's Mikolash himself. Not really. It's a player. Alright, Budcock. Time to get me my Bloodcock. What? Dirty. Excuse me. Excuse me. At least I'm not like a lot of streamers I've watched that just don't give a crap about burping on into mic, not care. Woo! That would be annoying though. Bzz, 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 bzz. Like most games do whenever you get hit or do an action or whatever, it just bzz. Ah. I think Invasions, if I recall, maybe have a thing where, or maybe not Invasions, I don't remember. I know Dark Souls has a thing where if you're getting attacked or maybe you get invaded or you're invading or something, it just vibrates like mad. Because I remember, I don't know if it's just Dark Souls or other games, because a lot of times I go to put my controller down and then it's just like mad. Oh, yeah. I think I can get that. I believe I can. I don't really have to go the other way, do I? This should lead me back down there. Because if I do have to go through Mikolash's room just to get to where I want to be with the brain, I'm gonna be mad. I don't remember if there's any other quicker ways of getting around there without having to go all the way back through. I want my moon rune, damn you! Yeah. Even though I could have just gone that way, the other way, I was there when I dropped down from the Blood Rock, but I warped because I wasn't thinking. Even though it's not this way, it's not this way. I kind of wasn't thinking. I could have just gone, I was there, and I kind of just warped out, because I kind of was like... Bleh. Pathing, please. Pathing, please! Well, I guess I made a mistake. I shouldn't have warped to them. But that's okay. That's A-okay with me. Alright, fine, I'll kill dogs! Why am I going this way? I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm here to kill dogs. Can you stop running around? God, I hate how annoying these dog crows are. Come here, you. I don't know where I was doing. Don't feel bad, this is actually how I play these games. It's probably worse on camera, too, on top of it. I literally have issues running around. I always just have issues with my pathing.
Mommy, can we get a dog crow for Christmas?
It sounded like a gunshot went off. Four kings! Oh wait, you're just a giant brain. How goes it? How goes it? Just falls for eternity. Yeah, I know. I don't even know what my character's standing on. And I don't know who thinks of these things. Like, I get the make contact gesture, but who just sits there and just figures this out? Oh yeah, use the Path of the Dragon gesture at the statue to go to the Archdragon Peak. I guess that makes more sense because it's literally in the same pose. But that's not something I would notice. Like, oh, this dragon statue is in the same pose. Use the gesture on it. That's not... Even if I saw that, I wasn't going to be like, put two and two together. Oh yeah, use this gesture. Who thinks of these things? Some people are crazy, man. They try things. They try things more than I try things. God, this takes a while. Yeah, there it goes. Now I can kill it. Put it out of its misery. Yeah, location of the gesture has nothing to do with his parts. Yeah, I know. And even then, how would you think of doing this? Without just coming down here and be like, what the hell? My first instinct was to actually kill it, and I did. I didn't get this rune until after I looked up the locations of runes. Because that was my first instinct after all the pain this thing put me through. Not only that, it reminds me of the thing from Demon Souls. The giant brain heart thing that you knock down in Demon Souls. It's literally what it reminds me of. It's pretty much the same thing. You pull a lever and it falls to the ground, and except in this, you kill it. Except unlike Demon Souls, it's blocking your path. This thing is just literally murdering you. Demon Souls, though, that thing's blocking your path entirely. And that's kind of required. This isn't. I don't know why I'm doing this when I can just warp. When in doubt, be lazy! But, like, I don't just understand how some people are just like, oh, this guy, yeah, I guess, I don't know, I kind of see some of the similarities, like, oh, let's make contact. And then sit there and wait until he turns. Like, I don't know, I guess I would normally say I'm not the brightest, but that's not even about smarts. It's just, I'm not good at putting two and two together, I should say. The obvious is not as obvious to me, I guess. I don't know, I'm not really... Same thing with the Path the Dragon gesture thing. Like, that's not that obvious to me. Same thing when you get the ring in the dragon statue inside the Archdragon Peak, the one that gives you the ring that gives you more damage, or that you take more damage, the Calamity Ring. I have not killed Jura yet. I keep forgetting that. I don't know why I'm going to look at their first shit. I can't buy the rest of anyone's armor. Well, I can buy the crow for their trousers though and complete the set though. I can do that. I can do that now. I have the entirety of the set though. I should. Nah. Oh, I have so much goddamn insight. Holy shit. So much insight. I forgot the whole reason I came back to there was to re-put on my runes. Oops. And change out my gems. Don't you hate when you get sidetracked? Load screen the game! Gotta love Bloodborne. And its ridiculously dumb load screens. And its non-interconnectiveness with the hub. I mean, it's not a big deal to me. I'm used to it with Demon Souls. This game is more of a callback to Demon Souls than any other game. But still, it's something I just gotta get used to. Also, up you to 10. Up you to 9. Blood gem 45, baby. Give me that 131 gem. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh ah. Ooh ah. Ooh. Oh baby. Weapon durability down. Oh, the cursed. The cursed. I forget what her... Right. Okay, I never understood what the kin enemies were. I always thought they were the beast, but they're not. That makes sense. They're beasts. They're beast enemies. No, the kins. Okay, so they're all the alien-esque enemies, including Ebriotus, Rom, Celestial Emissary, and Failures. Okay, I always just forget. I never knew what the kin enemies were. I really kind of just don't care, but yeah, no, I never really actually knew. I always thought they were the beasts for the longest time, but they're not. And I figured that out a while ago, but makes sense considering the beasts, whatever. And then the only other enemies left would be those aliens. Come to think of it, what were they? Are they just normally called beasts? That's what I call them. Yup. Yup. I mean, hence the names for a lot of them. It's kind of connected. Yeah, and so, like the areas connect, but I mean the hub world is cut off. Is what I meant. Like a lot of the areas do interconnect to some degree. But it's still closed off compared to, say, Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1, I believe, has the most interconnectiveness. Because, let's see, Dark Souls 1's hub, not only... Well, Dark Souls 2 also opens up to an extent. It leads to several areas. Like, Dark Souls 1 opens up... The hub goes to the Catacombs. It goes to the Burg. Which those also branch off into other areas. Like, the Catacombs branch to the Tomb of the Giants. The Burg branches off to the Parish, which then leads to an elevator by the Gargoyles, which leads back to Firelink Shrine, which eventually will lead you to not only Sen's Fortress, but also a forest. The Parish also can lead you to near where the depths are, where you face Capra Demon, which once you go down there, you can open up a shortcut that leads you back to the Undead Burg. And then, hey, DDP! Welcome, man. Jesus, all the emotes. Are you just coming from a stream, or are you just happy to see me? You're so cute. All the penguins. Hey, man, how you doing? And then, yeah, there's so many areas that just interlink. Like, I'm glad. I'm happy to see you as well. Because then you can go from Firelink Shrine down to the Valley of Drakes. The Valley of Drakes leads to the back end of Blighttown. Also New Londo Ruins, which also Firelink Shrine leads to New Londo Ruins. So Firelink Shrine, the hub, opens up to like 50 different areas. Dark Souls 2 has, like, its hub opens up to the Forest of Giants, the Shaded Ruins, Hyde's Flame, which all have their own different areas. How was your game from last night? You and Kingslayer were having fun. Goofy ass game though. I love stupid shit like that though. Not a game I would otherwise like really play, but if it would be fun to just have some goofy ass co-op. I love dumb co-op games. Gotta go, I need to sleep. Take care, Chocolate. Chocolate Chip. Have a good night, man. You got stuck? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, those games aren't my cup of tea, but they're dumb co-op, and I love that shit. Have a good night, man. Yeah, sleep is important, my friend. Eh, no problem. See you tomorrow, man. I don't know what's working. Visceral. So what you doing then, DDP? How goes your day today? Because we're about to begin some farming for some echoes, and I'm gonna level up a bunch, and then prep for my chalice dungeoning, and then the rest of the game. Because I'm nearing the end of the game. Triple D.
DD, don't touch that button.
Ah, controller sliding off my leg. Air. Jesus. Moon 1 plus 2 plus air 2. Why can't I just do moon 3? Stretch! I can't really fake a stretch, but here you go. I don't know what that says. Turn it on now. Fake stretches. I mean, I can't really. I usually always stretch after a stream, but I love a good actual stretch. But there you go. Alright. That's good. I'm glad you're good. Moon 1 plus 2. We'll take those off. Alright, so we need moon. Why moon 1 though? Going back to bed, I think. Have a good rest of your night then, man. So we'll put on moon 2. Over base, increase over base, and 68% increase over moon plus 1 and 2. Looking for the echo there. It's weird to me. I don't know why they wouldn't have moon 2 and 3 though. Wouldn't that be more? Or is these all the same? No, I don't think so. Because that wouldn't make sense. Moon 2 literally says 20%. Moon 1 says 10%. Wouldn't the third one be 30%? Let me see here in my mouth. Nowhere to get moon 3, air 1, air 3, or any other statistics. Never is air 3. We're gonna also be going for all the runes too. I didn't think I had it. I think it was on a regular, normal clicker. Cool! Time to go and farm a little bit before I go to bed tonight. I just want to level a bunch. Have a good night, everybody, then. Well, I'm gonna do some farming. Do a little bit of it on stream, and then I'm getting off, because it's 10. I know I only been streaming for like 3 hours, but I started late due to bot issues. Because my stupid butt program wants to fucking retard it. I'm gonna kill some dog crows, though. Die, die, die! Time to fist some pigs. And this is how I get good at fighting. Practice of some moves on like some of the hunters I have been fighting with. Hopefully they'll be good practice for when I'm on New Game Plus and beyond, as I really need to start learning them. So I do plan on playing this game to get all the endings and all the other things. Same with the other games, if I haven't already shown off all the other endings for the game. I mean, I was planning on doing a full bunch of runs of Dark Souls 2 to get not only the ending, but everything that is on New Game Plus and beyond. I hate the double pigs, they're so dedicated as fuck. Move. I don't want to alert that other pig. Woo, boy! Alright, you need to go. Sinister Bell resonates with another. Fine, if you want to be that way. Wall facer? Oh, hello. Gehrman's Scythe, eh? Oh, oh! Nice. I love that he hits me a bunch of times and I actually don't take damage sometimes. I don't know why that is. I don't remember where that Belerian whore is. I think she's past the pigs and everything. Really gotta find her. Do an attack, please. Didn't even get the item from a pig next to that fight. As I thought. Got him. Get my health back. Can we lock on, please? Forgot there was a cutscene. I had no stamina. Ow. Stamina. I dodged that. Murgo. You know what? Let's just warp. Yeah, I knew Murgo should be no problem at all. A lot of her attacks are dodged by dashing at the right time to behind her. She can somewhat hit you with the barrage, but as long as you're behind her, you won't get hit by the mass of it. And then the attack I thought I was trying to dodge was directly dashed back to the side of her, to the back. And trivialized the fight. Thought I would do more damage to her, but it didn't. With the beast blood pellet, that means my weapon needs to be better.
Good hunter, Gammon. Very well. Let me.
$30. Alright, let's get you to 30. Let's test this. Are you both in scaling? You are. That's why it's
Farewell, May. Gammon awaits. Go. Very well. Let.
Excuse me. Oh, that was fast. I don't often use this form as much as I use the sword, quick sword form, but I really do love it a lot. I usually use it for bosses, though, not so much normal enemies. Yes! Barely, yes. I think that ensures me a much. 20k though, ugh. It's 60k. It's just so many souls. Please just ignore me. Hello? Okay. I read into that. I thought it would have faded before it did. Oh my god. Oops. 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 Burned. Burned. That's okay. That means I just can get more without actually having to go warp in and out. 69 bits! Thank you! Kinky. Thank you for the little hearty bits. Oh. Oh, fuck. I really gotta time that better, man. Come on. There we go. The window's probably much better. Plop. 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 Plop, 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 plop. All the little hearts. So cute. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. 69. Nice. Thank you for the love, friend. Just for that, I am going to fist this pig for you. I'm gonna give this pig a reach around from the back. I'm gonna fist him twice. Don't murder me. Don't you fucking do it. No, you come further. Oh man, go for the oh, you're a dangerous thing. Oh. You are a dangerous adversary. Fighting you right here is dangerous. Let's kill you then. 'Cause I don't need that other pig murdering me in a rampage. I miss out on blood echoes, but that's okay. I was just afraid that that thing was gonna murder me by accident, and this thing's deadly as fuck. One wrong mistime step during their charge, and I am dead. Because they hit multiple times with their charge. They're so fucking deadly. Bonk! Damn it! Fisting you gives me more. Actually, that gave me the same. Okay, never mind. Wasn't paying attention to the amount of souls. I swear the first one gave me less, though. Peg the pig. I pegged him hard. Oh, you have my souls. I see. I see. Don't mind if I take them back. Okay, thanks. Ow. Missed. Fucking hell, I gotta time that better. Ah! I didn't think I was gonna be hit. Even if I wasn't hit, I wouldn't have had to dash, and it was kind of just instinct. I'm probably parrying at the wrong timing, that's what I'm getting hit for. At least Murgo's wet boobs are dead. So, there's that. I'm ready to beat the game, but I want to do Chalice and DLC first, so... Oh my goodness, 18 more bits! Thank you! Yay. Show love 69. Oh, I actually didn't even see the message that you put up with that last bit drop. Oh no, that's not a message. That's the name of the emote. That's my bad. Oops. I'm a dumbass. That's the name of the emote. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you so much. DDP with the 13 morbids. Morbids. I love all the little hearts. Thank you. Do you stream at all, or you just play for fun? I definitely, if you do, I definitely need to show you some love then for all that. I need to show Chocolate Chip some love on stream. He's rarely on when I'm streaming or done streaming. Like, I don't really know his schedule all that much, and he's definitely not... I just got lucky to catch him the other day when I joined. Otherwise, I would have raided him immediately afterward, too. But I didn't because he wasn't on right then. At least I don't think he was, because that's why I hosted him afterward. That's why I'm trying to raid some of you guys with the community, trying to grow, trying to join some of the communities. I don't really have a lot of time to watch a lot of Twitch streamers because of work and my stream schedule, which is 6 p.m. Eastern to around now, usually 10 or later. I'd stream earlier, but I like to have some moment to relax after work because I work from 7 to 3 or 7 to 3:30 or 7 to 4. 3:30 is what I actually normally get off, but 4 on most cases because of... It's been busy lately, so by the time I leave at 4 o'clock, that's most of my day. And then I stream from 6. So I like some time to eat, relax. Oh yeah, I can just go to Murgo's, but no, I want to go to this lamp. Even though there's Mikolash's lamp, I could easily just run to right here. You know, I come to think of it, I should just run to Mikolash's lamp. It's quicker. Even though it's literally right there. Don't know why I'm going this way to it, though. I am derping all stupid. What is happening? I'm just gonna... I gotta get more of these. I'll just... Fuck it. There's a literal lamp right before I grind. I don't know why I didn't go that way. Yeah, right here. Past Mikolash. Just the upper floor of it. I completely was like, oh yeah, let's go to this. Oh yeah, no, there's a lamp literally right where I was. I'm an idiot. I'm just an idiot. It's okay.
I'm just a moron. But that's okay, I got love. I got lovey bits.
That makes up for it. Ow! Well, I'm glad you enjoy the stream there, bud. It means a lot. Because a good majority, I know, of the people I built don't really join anymore. I don't get as much people as... I believe I should get a bit more. It should be a bit bigger. Like, I definitely do deserve it. And I just... A lot of people join and leave. So it's nice to see some people who actually enjoy the content. I know I'm not the most entertaining sometimes. I'm not as goofy and random. I'm not like Kingslayer, who can be pretty wild. Despite me barely just finding him, or him finding me. But still, granted, I can also be a bit more serious, but that's just me. I can be goofy, but a lot of the times I'm more serious, and I don't mean to be, but like I can't put on an act trying to be as always as, you know, charming and crazy as some people do. Like, it's not normally how I am. I'm usually just a serious person. That's just how I grew up. That's how I was, not raised, but that's just growing up and always getting teased and always messed with. Unfortunately, it made me into the way I am. And not as goofy and happy-go-loving as some streamers can be. There's times where I get very stressed, anxiety, and a lot of other things. I have my irrational anxiety can be kind of a pain in the ass. It's more of the social anxiety. Like I do worse, or I you know, freeze up under pressure, and a lot of whenever things or people are around me or watching me do things, I don't like to be watched or have people see me do something like that. So that's why, like, on stream, I don't mind being watched, but like that's why I do worse, I feel, just because of the social anxiety. Especially when I'm like driving, or I always do worse, especially when I'm with my parents in the car. That's why I do better at a lot of things when I'm not being watched or when I'm alone. This is how I feel. When I first got my car, for instance, because I still live with my parents, they drove with me, and it's just, I freeze up. I don't like that. That's how I get, and that's why I am the way I am. I'm awkward, my point is. So I'm definitely not as enjoyable as some sometimes. I overthink things a lot too, though. Like, I'll say I'm bad or I'm terrible. Like, I know I'm not the greatest at Bloodborne, but there are some spots that I'm just like, I destroy. The bosses I can destroy easily. Some areas fuck me bad, like earlier this area was fucking me bad. And a lot of the times, because I also lost my cool at one point, and I was just rushing through, and I was just getting destroyed, and I wasn't mad or upset or anything. I was just like, things were just outright killing me. Don't like that I can't backstab you. Also don't like that the lock-on seems to be broken. Big parrying all those attacks. Figure! But yeah, no, I find it hard to... Like, I can understand why some people don't enjoy, but I can also understand why I don't have as much people as I would believe. A lot of people have also told me that I'm underrated, and that's understandable. And that I do deserve more. But, like, I don't know, my YouTube content's kind of crap. That's my opinion! Like, going from a person who had no mic originally, with just a built-in computer's webcam as my mic at the time, and then having a headset that, and then actually having a mic. I can understand it's definitely not the greatest content, and then like, I don't know, I'm not great at talking, despite me talking now, but like, that's where a lot of this came from though. That's where I gotten better at it, is because YouTube, just talking to myself, trying to like, I'm better at it when I play a game that I know of. Like, I did a walkthrough on Dead Rising. Like, I can't really do a walkthrough on Dark Souls. I mean, I don't know all enemy locations or item placements. I know some offhand, like memorized, I know where certain things are. But like, I can't just go, oh, I know where this item is, or this item is, or... Yeah, I can't just be like, oh, this item's here, or there's this thing here. I can't do that. Dead Rising 1, though, out of all of the Dead Rising franchise, I played that game enough to where I know bosses. I know, maybe not like certain strats on easy kills, or, you know, a good way to really fight the boss, but I know where a lot of items are. Not all, because there's a lot of things I still learn with that game. I can be able to tell you where all the survivors are. Pretty much know that by heart. And not their times exactly, because for anyone who's never played Dead Rising, it's more of like a time thing. Certain times of the day, certain scoops, you'll get certain calls or certain things. I know how to get all the receiver calls for all the missions in that game. I know where all the survivors are, but I don't know, like, this survivor appears on 7 o'clock on day 2 or whatever. I don't know that, but that doesn't really matter because you just go to every area and eventually you'll start finding people and getting the calls, and I just know when to go there for the most part. So I did a fresh playthrough at level 1 all the way to level 50 walkthrough, and managed to get everybody. Like, that's when I talk a lot, because I could be like, okay, so it's time to go to this section of the mall and fight this boss, yada yada. When it comes to my normal streaming or playing games, I rarely talk, even by myself when I'm not actually, like, I'll talk the way I normally do and I'll be like bitching or something, but that's about it. Otherwise, then I'd be talking to myself. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I got a warp. That's right, I do got a warp. I gotta buy some hunter marks. Or die a bunch. We didn't buy the Ligarius wheel, did we? No. Alright, so we have Cleaver, Spear, Axe, Cane, Blade of Mercy, Kirkhammer, Palash, Chikage I don't have. So we have Cleaver, Spear, and Axe. It's Cane, Mercy, Kirkhammer. Cane, Mercy, Kirkhammer, Holy Blade, Rider Palash, Chikage. Yep. Spear, Stake Driver, Tonitras. Yep, Ligarius Wheel, alright. So we have everything. And that's for the guns. Whoops. Pistol, Repeating Pistol, Blunderbuss, Ludwig. No, Blunderbuss, Pistol, Repeating Pistol, Ludwig. Oops. Evelyn, Cannon, Flame Sprayer. Because now I'm just making sure I'm getting everything. Cannon, Flame Sprayer, Torch, Wooden Shield. Don't have those, don't have that, don't have that, don't have that, don't have that. Could easily spend. I can easily get 60 to spend on that. Buy me that. Upgrade my Evelyn to the maximum. Or I can wait till the DLC and get a full one. I'd rather not spend all of my insight on just that, because I may need some of these. And there's also clothes and armor I get from that, so I want to save those. Well, let's get this out of there. Legend Fortify. I don't think I got any other better gems for this, yeah. I don't care about, I'm not fighting kin right now. Alright, so we're at fucking 600 damage.
My weapon is at 600.
There's one. Gems equipped. Standard? Oh. Why is that standard? Ah, there's that one. It doesn't say that on that. Gems equipped. I don't know why. I don't know what this is organizing this in. I wish they would just have a thing where it's alphabetical. That is where my OCD lies. There's beast and kin, right? Strength of slow rapid poison added to attack and extent attack is raised for skin and severely transformed beasts. Yeah, attack kin beasts. Okay, so that makes more sense. So now I feel okay. Kin, yeah, that makes sense. Now I should have realized kin was alien, but I didn't. Seeing as I don't know if normal enemies then are considered beasts, because not everyone's exactly a beast either. Like these guys aren't werewolfy. Does that make sense? I don't know. Enemy type's not something I care about. Like I did figure that might be them, but I just wasn't sure. I guess it makes sense considering where they got the blood from and where all the knowledge of the gods, that was all from the kin. So that makes sense why they're called kin. Okay, so I don't even need to wait from that. I really need to start highlighting my videos now too. I don't know why I wait as long as I have been to start highlighting. It's just not a thing that I enjoy after. Like I used to at first. Same with editing, and then I just usually I've always recorded in handfuls of batches, but now I'm just like waiting a while. And even then, when I upload on YouTube, it takes fucking forever for me to start uploading. Sometimes I'll just go days without actually adding it onto YouTube. Well, it'll be on YouTube, but I won't release it for a while. I usually just release like 3 or 4 or 5 episodes at a time too. That's probably not good for a lot of people. Probably if they care. I don't really have much schedule because I usually just release. Damn it. Last thing I needed you to actually be able to. Your butt is against the wall, friend. see how much of a Tonitrus douche you are with your fucking item, man. Use your weapon, damn it. I don't even know what I just said. I just said douche with the name of the weapon he has. Alright, just in case that fire hits. Ow! Stairs! Fine. You wanna be an ass about things. You can actually hit me there. Wow, did not mean to roll into that. I did not think I was gonna get hit there. Oh, you're doing it. I'm just not expecting it. There we go. Just not expecting it. Holy crap. Running up into the pain. Shouldn't be that hard, but I'm just afraid of jumping. That's why I kind of like... Funny, I only do it when I'm actually fighting. When I go to dodge, I immediately accidentally jump when I feel like I'm only hitting it once, but you can't roll while running. It's weird to me. I keep forgetting that. I mean, I guess that makes sense considering that's how you jump, but it should only activate when you actually double tap. I guess you can't do that in any of the Souls games at all, to be fair. Could you? I don't often really pay attention. I just know a lot of the times I'm right up on the boss and I'm not running actively. Wish there was a better spot to drop off from. Besides here, but I don't want to have to run all the way over there and die. Could just die here, I guess. It just feels dumb. I wish there was a closer spot to that lamp. The reason I'm doing that is so I don't gotta warp in and out of the fucking green. Alright, well, it's 11:30. I'm gonna get off here for the night. Probably gonna do one more grind little thing, but it's 11:30, so I'm gonna get off. I made this almost 4 hours. Have a good night, guys. Thank you, DDP, for all the love. Thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you, Clint Chocolate Chip, for keeping me company when you're long asleep, or whatever. Have a good night, everybody. I will see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully my bot isn't being douchey. Even though it is active, it's just I won't let me connect to it. But hopefully I can get it fixed. Now at least it connects, because normally it was crashing every time I go to actually like keep it up, and I have to get it to where it will let me actually connect to it. Yeah, it says fail to load every time I go to generate an oath token. To be fair, I don't even know what me connecting to it really does. I know it's connected to chat. So it can be in chat and do commands. I don't think I can do I can do commands, right? Yeah, no, I cannot. Yeah, because I'm not connected to it. That's what that does for me. Okay. I thought so. Either way, I'm gonna get off. It's weird. So I think I can do the commands in chat, though. Yeah. I can't do it in my bot, my bot's page, but I can do it in my chat, though. That makes sense. Have a good one, though. Let's go and send you off to some lovely peoples. Let's actually refresh just in case, because I usually raid people that are getting off. Timing. But also sometimes it doesn't update. Let's go raid Spock with more fast bout. See, I'm also trying to raid consistently, so I can try to. I don't really have a lot of time to sit there and stay in chat or actively join the discords of multiple people. I try to. Which is not the biggest, but it's growing sort of, and it's got some lovely people in it. Feel free to join it for anyone who wants to. First link, the second link's just not even really used. It's still gonna be there though, just in case anyone cares. First link for anyone who wants to join. But have a good one, everybody. Let's go raid Spock. He gives out love to people, so I tend to throw him some love for me.